it? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem up. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that C.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
James White's first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Newton. It'll have its man, that's Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
White's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 78 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. Open man is Myers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Ravens take over.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's down to Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 20.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He can run for it, and he will. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, If there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on second down, Newton over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards.
And the Raven.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Pass incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
30.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st down.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson now. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Dietrich Wise Jr. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now. It's White. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
James White, the ball
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's That sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The shotgun snap for Newton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Newton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson on the keeper. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll throw right away
to Michel on the screen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Newton.
And that would complete to Keene, the tight end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Newton on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Open man is Myers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing again is Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Newton to throw.
Brandon, that's just football 101.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. 3rd and long. It's Newton.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Run down by John Simon.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
John Simon.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Ravens, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England,
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool.